I think what was unique about StaffingTec was that technology was the center.
If you have technology that you're trying to get in front of staffing firms, I don't know if there's a better conference for it.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of conferences that focus on the staffing space, the ones that really focus on the technology to empower businesses and staffing agencies moving forward, I haven't seen before.
This conference is unique to staffing technology, and that was where we really drew interest from us.
StaffingTec is a conference that's being run for companies to connect with technologies that can help them be more successful.
StaffingTec, highly recommend it because I really believe that it's at the forefront of the thought leadership, especially if you're looking at technologies on how to make your staffing agency more efficient.
The reason we came to StaffingTec is because it was so focused around technology.
I think people that showed up at StaffingTec were folks who are really interested in understanding how technology is going to go ahead and shape our industry in the future, and were active buyers that wanted to find solutions to help themselves out.
A lot of the staffing firms that came here were looking for what's next and trying to figure out what they could do to create a competitive advantage. And they were trying to identify what tech vendors are going to help them create that competitive advantage.
We had some awesome meetings. I think we ended up with about 18 meetings in total, all of which were super productive, high-level decision makers, and the right audience for our solution for sure.
People that we were talking to were looking for new applicant tracking systems. They were looking for new live messaging and texting and what the new innovations were in the industry, which brought a different kind of person to the conference.
I've had a number of great conversations with the right people in the staffing organizations and recruiting teams that we're looking to connect with. The operations folks that are focused on efficiencies, optimizations, better conversations, removing redundant steps of the process for better hiring outcomes.
The participants that showed up, the business owners, that they're finding solutions to real problems that they have.
I think the best thing for me was having the opportunity to have a couple different ways to share how we're addressing issues in the industry. So through the roundtables and being able to talk about not the product itself, but the issue that exists and how people are combating those issues and problems and solving it. And then I think the panel discussions. I think people were really engaged in that. They want to hear perspectives. And then obviously the matchmakers. So it gave me the opportunity to speak in different ways.
But the highlight of the show so far for me was my lunch and learn today. So we had a lunch and learn table. It was a full table. I got there. It was so great to have people there waiting for me to come in. A very engaged group. We talked about Generation Z versus Millennials, and it was great content. A lot of participation from the group.
The other thing that was really cool is being able to actually speak about some of the stuff to people that didn't actually have time to book a meeting. So we had the roundtable discussion. There's a panel where people are going to be talking about some of the technology that's shifting the industry. And I think that that is something that is really different about the approach that StaffingTec is taking.
With opportunities to present on different panel sessions, roundtable discussions, and overall just a great intimate event to have great conversations with industry leaders.
We did a roundtable, a lunch and learn. I got to speak on a panel today. We had great attendance for it. I like the fact they did a Q&A at the end with the audience, so we got to address some specific, here's what we're focused with, concerns. We kind of got to go down the table, and they got to hear a difference of opinions from subject matter experts in those fields. Half the crowd came forward to the stage after the panel discussions to say, wow, okay, you said something that really resonated with me. Can we meet later on? We added, I think, 4 or 5 new meetings after we got here that weren't scheduled when we arrived.